Hi everyone, it's Ray back with you once again. Welcome to my channel, Life on the Road with Yeshua. YouTube address, Life on the Road with the number 7. If this is your first time to the channel, I do welcome you. My name is Ray Gaucher, and what I share with you is my experiences on the road as a rookie trucker. Still have another 6 months of that status, rookie. Been driving for 6 months now. First winter as driving these 18-wheelers. And I also share my experiences on what the Lord is doing in my life, and that's one of the reasons why I got into this industry, so I could spend some alone time with God and to see what He does in my life. And I plan to share that as well on here, because I am what some people like to call themselves Christian, but I'm more like Messianic, but Christian, but more like Messianic. There's so many different titles for Christian. I don't believe in super churches. I don't believe in faith healing and all that other stuff. I mean, I'm a old-fashioned Bible-believing Christian. Right during the time where the same way Yeshua did it. He observed the Sabbath, the real Sabbath, not Sunday, the real Sabbath. He also observed the feasts. We try to imitate what He does. I'm not very good at it right now. I need a lot of help with my patience and other things. So as you can see, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning. I don't know how long that's going to last. But we have to stop in Chilliwack and get ourselves some fuel, top it up. Or just under a half a tank. I wonder if I should maybe wait until I get... You see, actually, I'm taking number 5 northbound. So yeah, I might want to fill up in Chilliwack. No sense on waiting to get somewhere else, finding out that a road is closed or something, and now I'm stuck with under a half a tank of fuel to keep me warm, because some of the temperatures up in the neck of the woods where I'm heading is like minus 20, so it's going to be a little bit chilly. So I need to make sure that I have lots of fuel to keep me warm. Well, we're just trucking our way through Hope right now. Getting a nice view of the mountains over there with the sun shining on there. That's a nice treat. Haven't seen a whole lot of sun in the last couple weeks. Isn't that amazing? As soon as I want to pass this guy, there's always somebody next to you. Nobody's even been behind me in the last 10 minutes. As soon as I want to pass this guy, there's a guy right there. Never fails. I tried to pass him earlier because he was going too slow, and then he sped up, the guy in the logging truck. Just want to get around him because I know he's going to be a little bit heavier than me. Don't like driving that close to logging trucks. Oh, I will say this though. Those guys got some kahunas. Driving those things. Some of the places they gotta go into the bush, they even have to chain up in the bush even when there's no snow. Sometimes to get through some of those really bad muddy areas. Yeah, this is the kind of weather I like driving in. Well, you know what? I had a really good summer. I guess the only annoying thing for the summer was all the campers, all the tourists, and the bugs on the windshield. That was about it. The rest of it was pretty good. Can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to spring. Oh, yeah. That's it. You go real fast, buddy. Real fast. That-a boy. I'll tell you something. It sure feels weird driving this highway when I can see. Because usually when I'm heading up here, it's nighttime and you can't see much. So it's a real blessing to be driving this route during the day. And it looks pretty clear. About 2 Celsius so far. I'm not sure what it's going to be like up on the summit though. Probably drop down to about 0, maybe -1. Ladner Creek Bridge. They got this huge bridge, and the creek down there is so small. But I guess it was more of a gully in there that they needed to put a bridge over. And the climb begins to the snow shed. For super singles, I'm pretty well maxed out on this trailer, so probably going to be going real slow up this hill. A little bit of fog down there. That means it's warming up. I tell you, man, this is a really, really beautiful drive, especially when it's this sunny. You can see the fog down there. Steam. Well, we are approaching the snow shed. And as you can see, there isn't a bit of snow on the ground up here, which is really nice. I think they had a whole lot more snow than this last year. All you can see is the trees coated with it at the level, and then it just stops there. There is a little bit of flurries in the air, but nothing major. Obviously, or you'd be able to see that. I wonder if I can get up here. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to get into another gear here. On go the hazards. On goes the crawl. Just to give you an idea how steep this one spot is right here, I'm literally sitting back. It's literally pulling me back in my seat. I might have to drop down into 4th, I'll see. Oh, I might be able to make it up in this gear. Figure I'll give you a little updates as we go along here. It's better than running the tape or video during the whole time. I'll also give you the highlights. It's amazing how we went from sunshine to right in the middle of a cloud here. Well, flurries are getting a lot thicker here. But it's it's about -1 right now. Got this little chip in my windshield. You can't see it, but I can. It's like a rock. When I was coming down from Prince George, this rock hit the windshield dead center, right where I look. So it's like if I concentrate on that or look at it, I'm cross-eyed. Lousy place for a rock to hit the windshield. Right there. Couldn't hit it a little bit more to the left or a little bit more to the right. It had to hit it right dead center, right where I look. Tell you something, man, it sure looks nice with all that snow on the trees. Just gorgeous.
Rest area, 800 meters. Next opportunity, 60
See, I live in the Lower Mainland, and we don't see a whole lot of snow. I don't think we've had a white Christmas for 3 years. So just to see this during this time of the year, it's kind of nice. As long as the roads are clear, I don't mind looking at this. And if we didn't have like 13 hours of driving, have that restriction of only 13 hours of driving during the day, probably wouldn't be so bad. But because that's what we're limited to, when it gets, the roads get bad and that, you just have to take it easy, and if you run out of hours, you run out of hours. There's not much you can do about it, and you just have to pull over in a nice place and turn on your bunk heater and settle in for the night. Wait for your 10-hour break to be over, or 8-hour break, and then take you 2 hours later. That's why you always make sure you got lots of food, lots of liquids. I wouldn't mind having a little bit healthier food than I have. But my daughter packed me some sandwiches, which was really nice. So I've got 4 sandwiches in there, and I've got popcorn back there. That's always a nice little filler too. Got a half a loaf of bread, and I've got peanut butter and jam. I've got my barley max. I've got lots and lots of orange juice. So I'm got some chocolate bars. I'm set probably for a few days if I got stuck. No, maybe more than that. Yeah, I'm sure this fog hopefully will be lifted by the time we get to the bottom of the hill. Got another 1,200 meters before we hit that brake check. There's not a whole lot of mist coming off those tires. But usually I pay attention to the vehicles going the other way, and you can usually see how much rain is, or how much water is coming off the tires, not necessarily off the four-wheelers, but the other trucks, the other 18-wheelers. Remember the last time I came through here? This was really slippery here. Don't like to take any chances. But it's still pretty wet here. I think it's all right. And I think I will. All right. Get out and check my wheels quickly. Well, everything seems to look all right. I'm going to leave my jacket on because when I get out at the other brake check, I got to check things over again thoroughly. Never a good idea not to at the next brake check, which is in Kamloops, because DOT is right there, the scales. Well, here we are at Kamloops brake check. I can't actually remember if there's any other brake checks on the way to Edmonton. I don't remember if there is. That would be a good thing. That means I don't have to deal with too many hills. Oh, look at this. One little spot for me. Yay! All right. All right, we made it to that scale. It's not like we have any reason why we wouldn't make it through the scale, but you never know. They might just see something and want to call you in, and they've got somebody else that they're dealing with, and you could be sitting there for a half an hour just to find out your light is out or something. That's why it's so important to do a pre-trip inspection, which I noticed that a lot of people don't do. I see, like whenever I'm at a yard or something, I see other trucks picking up trailers. And they just hitch up to them, put the glad hands on the electrical, and off they go. They don't check the tires, they don't check anything. And they wonder why their vehicles break down, and they wonder why their trailers end up with bad flats. Maybe they didn't realize that one of them was flat or what. Yeah, it takes an extra 15 minutes of your day when you hook up to a trailer, but oh well. Safety is first. I like driving this route. It's very scenic. If you've never had an opportunity to drive Highway 5 right through Jasper, you're looking for a nice vacation. Perhaps you're going to be traveling with your RV, or maybe go check out West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton during the summer. I really recommend that route. You will be overwhelmed by its beauty, especially when you go through Jasper. It's just amazing going through there. Some of the most beautiful countryside you'll see in the world. I just got an update from a driver. Apparently it's sunny and dry all the way to Jasper. Oh man, I hope that's the truth. That would be wonderful. And I know, as soon as you get close to Edmonton, that's going to change, I'm sure. I got to stop being so negative, huh? It's going to be beautiful all the way to Edmonton. Yeah, that's the ticket. All right, now we're in Lewis Creek. Just outside of Kamloops, a little north of Kamloops. And as you can see, it's still nice and sunny out. Just a beautiful day for driving. Not much for timber on these hills, or whatever was on here. They've lost all their leaves now, or it's all dead, one or the other. Yeah, a lot of it looks dead. I wonder if they had issues with the pine beetle here. I know a lot of the forests in BC were having some of that issue. This is nice driving. So far, I'm content. So far. Well, right now we're in Vabman. What is it?
You must be behind me then if you just get to that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I am.
Oh, that's a Super B that just went through there.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a peaceful protest. Yeah, it's just a peaceful protest, eh? Something about the environment.
Yeah, I didn't really catch all of what the sign said there. I think it's something about a mine or something. Oh, maybe, yeah, 'cause they're talking about reopening that mine around here somewhere.
Yeah, you got a protest here. Some of the natives, local natives here. Vabanti, or whatever it's called. How do you say that? Vabanby? Vabanby. Or Vabanby. I guess they're protesting a mine that they want to open up. They're all waving and they're being nice. That's a nice peaceful protest anyway. Talking with some other drivers, apparently roads are clear all the way to Edmonton. Ooh, boy, I hope that's the truth. I really do. At least this way I can get an idea of what the hills look like on the way in. And if I have to come back and deal with snow, at least I'll know the hills. I just don't remember them that well because I took them all at night. The last time I came through here, most of the trips I've done, it's been evening time, so don't remember what the hills look like. Just talking with another driver now. He's heading to Edmonton too. Yeah, well, right now we're in Avola, BC, and this Super Bee in front of me here carrying all the lumber. I've been talking to that gentleman. He's going to Edmonton too. Got lots of experience on this road, and I asked if I could drive with him. Due to my lack of experience, in case we run into some snow, and he says no, he'd be happy to. Really nice guy. His name is Joe, and works for Chambers. So there'll be times I'll be flicking on the old cam, and you might hear me yakking away to him instead of you, but at least you'll still be a part of the conversation if you like. Nice countryside out here, man. It's beautiful. He says he's been running this road every day for a long time. I couldn't have found a better man to drive with. Yes, sir. Next stop is Blue River. Yeah, so what I'll do is, when I'm on the mic with him there, I'll perch my mic up so you can pretty well hear what he's saying. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. I don't know how well the mic is going to pick it up, but well, right now we stopped and grabbed a coffee, and Velmont is where we are, Velmont, British Columbia. As you can see, we're right at the snow level, but there's nothing on the road, which is a good sign. Still driving with Joe there. Seems like a really cool guy. It's nice to drive with somebody who's got the experience. Gives me a little bit more confidence. At least I know if I'm not. He knows how much experience I've got, and
Everything going south is pretty caked up.
What's that?
But everything going south is pretty caked up on the back end.
Yeah.
Thinking I'm gonna have to come off the cruise pretty quick here.
Wow, everything's white. Looks pretty.
Oh yeah, pretty as long as it stays off the road, but with the shoulder here, it's kind of coming a little too close to the road.
Well, do they even sand or salt the roads anymore? I mean, when I was driving from Prince George down to the beach there, they had quarter-inch crush or something on the road. I had rocks shooting. I got like my windshield looks like it was hit by buckshot.
It depends on what they're looking at. If it's a lot of snow, though, yeah, it usually is a lot of gravel. They don't use salt anymore, though. They just use calcium instead.
Does that make a difference?
You gotta watch it. If it's a nicely calcium road and it gets snow on top of it, it gets pretty slimy.
Ah, why wouldn't they use salt?
That's what I was always wondering. I mean, calcium's supposed to work down to about 35 below, whereas salt's only good till probably 10 below.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, we're back. We're still in Velmont. And as you can see, it's very white out here, and roads are still really good. Roads are still a little bit wet, and I'm very grateful to be driving through here at during the day and not at night. I bet you at night this place is like a skating rink. Joe, my new friend there, he's kind of on chatting it up with his wife, I think, for a minute. Just thought I'd give you an update on what's going on. I got to use my wipers every once in a while, but I don't like using them because it smears up my mirrors aren't doing too bad, actually, considering I've used my wipers quite a bit. I just didn't put as much soap in there as I did last time. Usually I put quite a bit of soap in there, but not this time because I know what it's doing to my mirrors. See the sun on the top over there, on the top of those peaks? Ah, that's beautiful. I just hope that we have a good, safe trip all the way to Edmonton. No, unless you do. Yeah, I'm okay. The way I look at it, might as well keep going while the weather still looks good. Oh, look at here. That guy wants a ticket. The Rainbow Warriors, that we said they're hanging out around here?
No, he was talking about before Jasper there, where you slow down 70 before you get into town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't do. I don't speed through the park unless it's like really late at night. I might do 100. But man, you get nailed in that park doing a ticket or getting a ticket in that park, man. Any of the national parks? I think is it double or something like that?
Double or triple? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't care to contribute to that. No way.
No, I want to have my own Christmas party. Not everybody else is good.
Yeah. Oh, so you probably traveled 97 up to Prince George a lot, I guess, eh?
Fair bit, yeah. Not a whole lot, though. I mean, I try and load out of Kamloops or Armstrong, Lavington, down south of Vernon there. That whole area down around there. Barrett once in a while.
You ever stop into that place just out of Quesnel there, the Burger Palace?
Nope, never actually stopped there. Heard it's really good, but never stopped.
Oh man, yeah, you wouldn't believe it. It's deceiving from the outside, but all their bacon is it's not like the bacon you buy in the store. They cut it off slabs. They put onions in their hash browns, and it's real potatoes. It's all home cooking, and the dinners are really good. The prime roast. What is it called? Anyway, maybe it is prime rib. Yeah, it's really good food. Just, I think if they improved the sign and made the place look a little better, they'd probably get a little bit more business. But I was shocked. I couldn't believe how good the food was. And the nice thing about it too, huge portions, and are really good, way better than Denny's will ever serve.
That's what I like. I want to get what I'm paying for.
Yeah, I was really impressed. When I left that place, I'm like, I cannot believe how good that place was. And I told them, don't you dare close this place down anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll shut up. You're probably still on the phone there.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm off now.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you lost service for too much longer here.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just didn't take that long. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, these four-wheelers, they fly in front of you. And at least, they can test the roads, make sure they're nice. If they're icy, we'll know if they're in a ditch.
Yeah, that's one good thing a little bit more on driving way too fast.
Just look at this. Look at how beautiful this is out here. Oh, man, it's so gorgeous. Just like a picture. Just absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Can you imagine hiking through some of these mountains? It looks like a painting. Just look at this, it looks like a painting.
Looks like what?
It looks like a painting.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Well, give him credit for that. It doesn't look like it snowed at all. Well, we're coming up to Mount Robson here. Still in Valmont. 3:12. 3:12 in the afternoon. We're not doing too bad on time. We got another 4 hours to go before we get to Edmonton, and the roads right now are nice. Thank you, Lord. Look at, they're even dry here. Look at this beautiful view. Oh, just spectacular. This is so much nicer than going up through the pass. It's just so breathtaking. Oh yeah, I can see where this would be a problem. And man, if you start to spin out, where the heck do you pull over?
Right where you are.
Yeah, I guess that's the blessing of having the 2 lanes.
Yeah, 4 ways on and get out.
So what would you do? Put on the 1 to see if you can get up with that, or you just throw the triples on anyway?
For the weight that I'm pulling, I wouldn't even bother with 1. I'll never lift off. I'll just blow it apart. I'll just completely chain right up.
Well, we're just about up at the Alberta border. Still great driving conditions. Praise be to God. I mean, when you look at the rest of this and you look at all the snow that's on the trees and on the side and the shoulder, they really did a wonderful job on these roads. And I think the sun must have been out for a while today and melted a lot of it.
Got a truck coming towards you. It would be their edge truck. That's exactly what I haul. Different company, but same stuff.
Alrighty. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, okay. It's 5:12. Not too fast.
There you go.
Yeah, so what was he saying about the trip to Edmonton there?
It's pretty much good. At the other end of the park here, it's pretty icy, just in the park, I guess. And from there to the other side of Whistle, which is, I don't know, an hour past Edmonton. Kind of got to start watching it a little bit. We're going to get into some hard contact, and then once we get to the Highway 43 junction that goes up to Grand Prairie and Lakecourt and everything, she gets pretty slick from there into town.
Alrighty.
Take her easy once we get to there, and should be good going on.
Alright. It's pretty windy over here. Lots of crosswinds. But just look at this view. Spectacular. Big lake on the right-hand side. Look at those mountains there. Just breathtaking. And I'm still getting a really good view of this too, which is nice. Let's see what I can do to catch up to Joe there. Falling behind a little bit. I just don't want to speed through the park. Look at the brights on this guy. Another 3 hours to go. 3 hours to go, 4 hours of driving time. I'm still within my hour. That's a good sign. I just hope some of the roads that I got to go through to get to my location is okay. I imagine they are. I'm guessing the road I have to go down to get to this place where I'm going is probably well taken care of because it's right near a truck stop. And a lot of trucks have driven through there, so they probably did a good job on the roads. It's -6 right now. I guess the road, is it the colder it is on these dry roads, the better driving conditions?
Yep, yeah. Get down to about 15, 20 below. Get 60.
Oh, really? Because the tires are sticking to it, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
What's that?
Deer on the corner there. He's got head down eating, but just watching the front.
Okay. All right, we got a deer up here. I can see him. I'm going to take it easy going through here. I don't want to spook him. He's right on the edge of the road there. Beautiful, isn't it? Looks a little different, does it?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to do a little faster to catch up to him, but I don't know if this guy behind me is a cop or not. And I'm seeing something flashing in the trees there. I wonder if that's a reflection of an animal. No. Looks like something on a tree. Sign. Now it's starting to get a bit wet here. Yeah, that sure looks crappy to me. -6 and everything. Just keep the momentum going. Could be a lot of ice down there. I don't know it yet. Wow, just look at this stuff blowing around. How's the road?
Actually, I'm not finding it that bad. It's just the wind blowing everything across.
I get this slow down to 70 up here from more animal area.
Don't know if I want to hit the brakes too hard.
Yeah, I agree with you. Take it easy over this bridge deck. Yeah, I think if you just take it easy, I'll be all right. Because you just never know where the ice is. Especially when it's -7 like this. Stuff can freeze up. Alrighty. Good to know. Yeah, well, 70 seems to be pretty good. Besides, that's what we're supposed to be doing anyway.
Down, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem.
We certainly don't want to add to it, the fun you're doing.
No, we wouldn't want that. I've been here 8 hours already. I do have one slight suggestion. We'll get some kind of a light on the outriggers on the crane there. Yeah, you had them on. I don't know why you shut them off. I guess we're getting ready to leave here pretty quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little hard to see them there. So.
You guys know about that jackknife that's behind us there, about a couple miles up?
I didn't, but unless we get a call on it, it won't be doing us any good.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of the median. He's right out of the way.
It's probably where he'll stay for a couple of days.
Well, at least he managed to keep it on his wheels. Give him credit for that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Just watch those roads, guys. They're real greasy all the way into town. Alright, thank you.
Thank you much. Drive carefully.
You as well. Take care. Good night. I took the left in the median there.
Oh, okay.
This watch is real fucking shiny through there. Shortcut.
Shit. Okay there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm good still. It's pretty slick through here though. got my spot to park like an asshole.
Go straight ahead.
Yeah, the Petro.
Take the highway.
Yeah. You could probably actually pull in right beside me to stay real tight.
Okay, I think I'm right here. So go up to the light and turn left.
Yeah, left at the light, and then you'll see the Petro Pass on your left-hand side right away there.
After 300 meters, keep left. Then
Once you get onto that
make a
road,
U-turn.
you're going to go just past the A&W to the first street to your left. Go down there and freaking crawl until she is slick. And then take the truck entrance in by the pumps. And then you'll see me parked right here, kind of facing the pumps.
Okay, so that's a left turn there at the lights there, that one that bends to the left.
Yeah.
Keep left, Highway 60, Devonian Way. Then make a U-turn. Route cancelled.
Yeah, that corner coming across the light where you're making the left turn there is pretty slick. I was sliding halfway across it.
Oh yeah, we're definitely slipping.
Yeah, definitely lacking some sand.
Turn left right away, you say, or just go this over near the NW?
Right where the A&W is, there's a street just past it on your left.
Well, we have made it to Edmonton. 13 hours on the nose, and I'm not kidding you. How is that for timing? We didn't make it to our destination because then I would have went over. I had to stop at this Petro Pass over here. And as you can see, there is a lot of snow out here. And let me tell you something. It was incredibly nerve-wracking driving through here the last 50 kilometers or even 90 kilometers. It was the road. It's funny. I'm driving down the road and I've got Joe in front of me and I'm saying, and I can see all these chunks out of the road. I'm going, wow, the roads are in really bad condition here. And he says, what do you mean? He says, well, I can see chunks out of the road. He says, that's not chunks of road. That's chunks of ice. You're driving on a sheet of ice. I mean, it is just totally insane, the weather they're having up here in Edmonton. It's currently right now minus 12. It's not really, really cold. It can get 40 below up here. But it is just scary. If you can see this other truck that's going to come in the picture here soon. There he is. Look at how slow this guy is going to approach the traffic light, because when you turn that corner you can wipe out because it's so slippery. I am so incredibly impressed how well this truck handles in the snow. Well, in the ice. I haven't had a chance really to drive in the snow. We've been driving on solid ice. Totally impressed with it. I just can't believe how well it drives. So fortunately, there's a Husky across the street, and I can get fuel there in the morning if I make it across the street. Wow, that guy just turned the corner. I don't know if you've seen that. He almost jackknifed right there. These guys are really careless. He's going a lot slower now. Yeah, it's really, 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 really bad here. I hope I'm in a good place here to park. I should be okay here. Nobody's going to be driving fast enough. Manitoulin. I guess you'll be thinking twice about taking the corner like that as a city driver. But yeah, it's really, really bad. But as you can see, it's still snowing out here. It's not too bad. It's a little bit of flurries here and there. But I've got to deliver my load at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I think I'm about... I don't even know how close I am to where I'm going. "14 kilometers away." So I need to get back back on this road and back on the highway, and back on Highway 16, and then head towards Edmonton. And hopefully by that time they'll have salted these roads, or not salted, but they'll put calcium on the roads. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to have a sandwich. I'm going to say a prayer and thank the good Lord in heaven for getting me here in one piece. And then I am going to get some sleep. Much needed sleep. You can see the truck over there with the four-ways on, flashing. Can you see that? Yeah. He's stuck. He can't even turn left at that light. I'm guessing he's throwing chains on right now so he can get through there. That's crazy, isn't it? That just goes to show you that's a flat surface, and he has to put chains on to make that corner because it is so icy. And I think a lot of these people are underestimating this road because people are still turning really fast in here. And they're going to be really sorry. Oh, yeah, there's two. Oh, there's another truck that was parked where I was. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video. I might provide a little bit more video tomorrow to show you what's really going on around here, how crazy it is. But in the meantime, this is the end of part 1 of my trip to Edmonton. Part 2, I will add a little bit more video on the way home. Hopefully it's good video, but I just wanted to publicly say to Lord Yeshua, thank you for getting me through this and getting me here in one piece safely. Blessed be the Lord. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm going to get some shut-eye. I'm tired.